So, I remember years and years and years and years ago, when I started Straitway Truth Ministries, I had a lot of people that was laughing at me. They was mocking us, calling us a cult, and all kind of other stuff, right? And I remember telling the people, I remember distinctively saying this to the people, you know, the way that we're starting off right now is not always going to be this way. As a matter of fact, the day is going to come when there's probably more than likely not going to be any trailers out here on the land. Well, you fast forward to all these many years later, and of course, that definitely has come to pass. We only have like one or two trailers remaining, if that much, that people actually live in, because the one thing that I've done, by the help and the direction of the Most High Yah, is I've actually, through my work ethic, through my commitment and obedience to the scripture, my work ethic and my lifestyle has actually mocked and ridiculed all the people who used to point fingers at me. Think about what I've taught people over the years in the Straitway Truth Ministries. I've taught people how to obey the book by not being a servant to the lender, because the borrower is a servant to the lender. So, when you go to work today, over 50% of your income is paid towards keeping a roof over your head. Sometimes more than that. Well, not only on the Straitway community have we built houses and homes for people to dwell in, but we have purchased lands all across the United States of America, and people have gotten the vision, have done the same thing. And you know what? It really truly is a blessing, considering when you look at the exorbitant amount of fees that people are charging for rent and for mortgage today, and these high interest rates. Well, guess what? I'm not even going to return what they did to me by laughing and mocking all this generation and all these people. Nope. For those who have actually come and followed me as I follow Messiah, we're actually showing what it really truly means to be obedient to the book. And as a result of being obedient to the book, guess what? We get to enjoy the benefits of keeping well over half of our income into our pockets. Now we can actually truly not only provide for our families, but we can provide a nice living, have our own communities, our own gyms, our own recreational places, our own places to go walk in the country. We can hunt, we can swim. We have our own fellowship halls. Everything that the world has out there, we have. It is utterly amazing. Don't you think it is? I think it is. And the reason why I think it's utterly amazing is because we are no longer being looked at anymore as a cult. What other ministry do you know that teaches its people how not to be in debt and how to take the majority of your sweat equity that comes in? All you have to do is just spend it on gas, a little bit of food here and there, because you learn how to grow your own food. You have your own gardens now. Is that not a true blessing? And even if you're not on the community, look how blessed that you are with the amount of money and income that you've been able to save and keep, and then to be able to reinvest that into a greater future than what we had for our children. Well, no, they won't definitely. The world is too prideful to admit that Pastor Dowell has it right. And I'm going to tell you straight up that Jesus had it right. Jesus had it right from the very beginning. Period, point blank. Always has had it right. It's right. It's written right there clearly in the Word. And I'm amazed at how people don't mind calling us all these disparaging names and comments. And yet and still, they can't see, because they're blinded because of their own way. They can't even see the real true blessing of Yah that is upon us as a people. Man, how sad that is. There's so many people out here still living the way that this country has taught you to live, and yet you can't even really truly enjoy what it means to be free and to live free. Even in the midst of captivity, you can't even understand what it means to be free in this country or in this world. It is something. And then we can continue to keep on doing the way Pastor Dowell's leading. Follow me as I follow Messiah. And guess what? As we continue to keep on and on and on doing that, man, how much of a blessing it is that we can pass this from generation to generation, pass this wisdom, this knowledge, this work ethic, how to build, how to restore, all the way on to the next generation. They can continue to keep repeating this. And guess what? We will continue to keep expanding generation after generation, have more homes, more lands, more wealth, more independent from this country right here, having our own garden, raising our own cattle, farming, having our own homeschools, our own assemblies, living separated, just like the book says. The book says over in 2 Corinthians 6:17, you come out of her, my people. Revelations 18, come out from among them. Come out, be you separate, be you separate. And I'm sitting here right now, I'm in Florida, I'm in Orlando, Florida, down here on a mission doing some visiting from some people from Puerto Rico. And I'm looking at these houses. You can take 3 or 4 steps and you're next door to a heathen or an unbeliever. And yet people can stack up like this and sardines all day long and don't see nothing wrong with it. But very few people wants to obey that book when it says, come out of her, come out from among them and be you separate. Well, I'm thankful that the Most High Yah has revealed it to us. Y'all have a blessed day. King coming.